Hello Year 11 and welcome to your virtual GCSE Success Fair. Normally we'd be having this in the atrium and the canteen, and you'd be going around finding all about the knowledge and the skills and how to be successful at GCSE. It's all about your learning and your practice, but also about your well-being. Tonight we're still doing the event, but we're doing it virtually. The goodie bags that you would have normally picked up during this evening, you will still get those next week, so don't worry. Mrs. Ross has been responsible for organising the entire event, so I'm going to hand over to her and she will have more information for you. Remember, work hard, practice lots and be kind to each other. Thank you.
Hi Year 11. Well, we're here, the final year, the most important year of your schooling so far. You've been preparing for this ever since you were little tiny tots walking into reception. What we want to do this year is just outline to you all the support that you're going to get from every member of the Colchester Academy staff team. In term 1, you will have your vocational period 6s. They've already started. You'll be invited to those by your teaching staff. Term 2 will revert back to core, English, Maths and Science. After half term, we're going to introduce a Heroes Hour. Now that hour will start after period 6, so from 4 till 5, when you will have additional support and be able to use the school facilities in order to continue your learning and aid your revision. Each faculty throughout this virtual process has created a little video for you outlining all the information that you need to succeed in their subject. You'll find the links on the website. As part of this video and the resources available, we're also going to have motivational videos for you, just to keep your hand in and to encourage you to do really well. Next week, in your tutor time, you're going to be given goodie bags. Now in those goodie bags, you'll have flashcards, highlighters, pens, rubbers, pencils, post-it notes, all the recipe cards, to help you continue healthy eating, which is really important in this year, as well as more information from faculties, little booklets from the faculties. Some of the motivational videos on the resources here today will be looking at managing stress, eating for success, power of exercise, how to revise and be ready. Miss Crave has done a huge amount on that for you, revision techniques, as well as guidance and support materials to help you every step of the way. Additionally, you're going to have additional careers advice, particularly for those that didn't get it during lockdown. Now that advice will be really important for you to help you map and plan your way ahead between now and your start on either a college course or apprenticeship next September. What we want you to do is have a look at all these bits of information that we've created for you. Grab this challenge with both hands. Remember we're with you every step of the way, and take on every opportunity that any staff member gives you. We're here to help. We want you to do well. We're striving behind you. And remember, we truly are with you here every step of the way.
Hello Year 11 and welcome to this presentation on your English language GCSE. Assessment for this is in 3 parts: paper 1, paper 2 and then a non-exam assessment. Paper 1 is explorations in creative reading and writing. This is an hour and 45 minutes. You'll be provided with 1 literature fiction text that you will have to answer questions on, and then you'll do a piece of descriptive or narrative writing. It is worth 80 marks, which is half of your GCSE. Paper 2, Writers' Viewpoints and Perspectives. This is the same in that you ask questions, but this time you're responding to 2 texts, both of which are non-fiction. And again, you've got a writing section. The third component is your non-exam assessment. This is your spoken language endorsement that you'll have already done in lessons. It's an obligatory part of the qualification, although it doesn't affect your overall grade. You'll have a pass, merit, or distinction printed on your certificate. So GCSE English language is really important because it teaches you to read fluently, to understand and to be able to read critically. Therefore, understanding when somebody's trying to persuade you to a particular viewpoint or trying to influence you in some way. It's also really important because it enables you to improve your own writing and your ability to use standard English appropriately, which can lead you to being taken much more seriously. Lots of students ask how you can revise for English language to support your learning that you're doing in lessons. There are a number of ways. A key way is about reading critically, discussing what you have read. What does somebody want you to take from something? Where is the bias and why? Also, writing. The more you write, the better. So if, for example, you want to persuade your parents to let you do something, write a letter, write a speech, and get that practice in. We're going to be providing all students with a revision guide and workbooks, and make the most of these. In particular, doing the practice questions and then marking them. The greater your understanding of the mark scheme, the more that you will progress and be able to apply that understanding. And if ever you're not sure about how to answer a question, have a go. Don't worry about how good it is. Give it to your teacher, because then they can identify what you've got right, but also where exactly it is that you need to improve. You will, of course, have your knowledge organiser, and learning this in detail will enable you to free up that working memory in your exam. Mind mapping is really useful as a way of taking notes on new information and then revising that information. Word clouds as well. I use these myself when I was doing my degrees. Actually having a word cloud of that key terminology and popping them around the house can help embed that knowledge. So year 11, you've got 131 days or 26 weeks in school until your GCSEs start. We've got a possible 103 English lessons until your first exam on June the 7th. So we need to make every single one of those count. And finally, I want to leave you with some motivational quotes to remind you you can never do better than your best in any given moment. And the most important thing is to keep trying.
Okay, year 11, we're going to talk about your maths exams. First and most important thing, do the work in class, and make sure that you are planning your revision. A little bit of work now will be better than a lot of work later on. And make sure that you look after yourselves and keep yourselves fit and healthy so that you are raring to go for the whole year. Assuming everything goes to plan, your maths exams will be as follows. You will have 3 papers, each one's an hour and a half long. The first one is without a calculator, and the other 2 you can use a calculator. And the dates are as shown here. We are assuming that everything will go ahead as planned. As soon as we know if anything changes, we'll let you know, but we just have to plan that way at the moment. Make sure you make good use of your time in class, listen to your teachers, go through your mock papers and make a list of the topics you need to work on. Use MathsWatch to revise, and revision workbooks, past papers. Make sure you're doing those homework papers every week. They make such a big difference. If you log on to MathsWatch, you should have assignments set on there for you that look like this. If you don't know your MathsWatch login, ask your teacher. And Maths Genie is another great website that's got videos, exam questions and answers, and everything sorted out in grade order, which is really nice. So my main advice is just practice, practice, practice. Start your revision now. Don't leave it till the last minute, because you cannot cram maths the night before. It just doesn't work. You need to practice by doing those questions over and over and over again. And finally, if you're worried or if you have questions, talk to your maths teacher. Come and have a chat to me. I'll help if I can. and talk to your grown-ups at home, because I bet they really want to help you and they don't know how. So get them involved. And most of all, good luck for the year. And I hope we're celebrating in August.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Science Department section of GCSE Success Evening 2020. My name is Miss Edwards and I'm going to take you through everything you need to know to help you succeed in GCSE Science. Okay, so the first thing we're going to look at is exactly what is in every exam, so there's no shocks or surprises when it comes to exam season. So if you're doing combined science, now that would be if you have any science teacher but not me. If you're doing combined science, this following information does apply to you. So how many GCSEs will you be getting? You'll be getting 2 GCSEs. There will be 6 exams, 2 biology, 2 chemistry and 2 physics. And each exam is 1 hour and 15 minutes long. 70 marks per exam, so you have just over 1 mark per minute, so plenty of time for you. And how they figure out the grades is they take the 6 exams and they add up the grades and they assign each total amount to an overall score where they can work out the grade from. If you're in higher tier, your grades go from a combined 4.4 to 9.9, and if you're in the foundation tier, they go from a grade 1.1 to a grade 5.5. If you're unsure what tier you are, it's best to ask your science teacher. Now, if you're in my class for science, you're doing separate science. And it's slightly different, very, very similar, but slightly different. So if you are in my science class and doing separate science, you get 3 GCSEs in GCSE biology, chemistry and physics. So 3 separate GCSEs. There are still 6 exams for you. So 2 biology, 2 chemistry exams and 2 physics exams. And each of those exams is 1 hour and 45 minutes. And the reason for that is there's 100 marks per exam. Each exam is worth half of the subject grade. So the 2 exams for biology, 50% each to make your total biology grade. And the higher tier grades are very similar to that of combined science. Grade 4 to 9 is for your higher tier and grade 1 to 5 is for foundation tier. So in your GCSE Success Evening packs, the Science Department have contributed some items to those packs. So the 2 things you'll find in there that are linked to science are the little book of GCSE science revision. What that has inside it, it has the exam information we've talked about. It has a whole list of revision websites and apps. We won't cover them in the video, but you get them in the pack. Some basic skills in science like graph skills and some very simple maths skills. It's in a really easy foldable leaflet, so I hope you find that useful. Also in your pack, you will receive a GCSE physics equation sheet. I know everyone stresses about GCSE physics, but actually, if you give it a chance, it is really, really good and it's quite straightforward. But this sheet has all of the equations on it, and it's just really, really useful. In the revision booklet as well, there's a link to an app which helps you to revise the physics equations. So don't stress about them. Once you get a grip on them, you'll find them quite straightforward. Also, as another special gift, we have actually gone ahead and bought some things for every single person taking GCSE sciences, combined science or separate sciences, which is actually everyone in year 11. So we've bought this for you and you're going to pick it up in your lessons. So we've given everyone, or we will be giving everyone, a mini GCSE knowledge organizer. So if you're doing combined science, we'll get you a mini organizer which has all the lesson notes in, so it's going to be very, very easy for you to start revising at home and in school, but this is going to be yours as a gift from us to you. And if you're in separate sciences, slightly different, you have received one of these already, but you'll be getting some revision guides for chemistry, physics and biology just as a gift to help you do some revision at home, because I know times are a bit tough at the moment. All right, so to help you, just a little bit of some helpful tips from me to you on how you can make this year in science very, very successful. So for a start is make the use of the resources around you. Now the resources around you could cover all sorts of different things. The revision guide that we're going to give you is a resource to help you out. Okay, make sure you use it. Don't let it sit under your bed and collect dust. Your teachers are great resources. They know lots and lots about GCSE science. They can help you. If you can't find them, I will help you. Anything you need, if you want exam questions, we can just give them to you. If you want any extra work, we can give it to you. If you want help, we can give it to you. But make sure you make the most of everything that is available to you. Another helpful tip is to start revising from home now, if not now, as soon as possible. Why do you say? Because the later you leave it, the harder it will be for you to be on top of everything. So maybe for now, just take an hour a week and do a little bit of extra science work. Even include your homework time for it if you like, but try and do some work from home as well, because the earlier you start, the easier it will be, and it will 100% pay off at the end. If you need anything, just ask your teacher. That's what we're here for. Any extra exam questions, any extra work, any extra help, we are your main resource for help. And in lesson time, please pay attention. Don't mess around. Pay attention. Ask questions, because as we go through, we're nearly finished the GCSE. We'll be done by Christmas. So we've got lots and lots of time to do some revision after Christmas. So please make sure you're joining in with lessons. Thank you so much for your time this evening. If you need any more additional help, please don't hesitate to contact me. But I wish you all the luck and success in your revision at home, and we're here to help you out. Thank you so much.